Alright, we should be live. Waiting for Arena to load up. There it is. Alright, so real quick before we get into our new games. So last night Arena was being extra Arena about a new set and decided to crash. I thought we were 6-2, but we were 5-2, so I thought with only one game left I wasn't gonna bother streaming it. So there were two games left, so real quick, um, here was the deck, and we had a lot of fun with it. A little sad I didn't stream the last two games, but there it is if you want to, like, go back and pause. But we did make it to 7 wins, so the last two decks, the next to last deck was actually pretty cool. I played against an absurd elf deck. They were green blue splashing black. The black was for Lathiel, which is the face commander from the Kaldheim elves deck. The one that if you have enough elves in play, you can tap her to make your opponent lose 10 life. They had Dwynen and Elvish Archdruid and a bunch of other elves, and it was a crazy game. I drew all of my removal, though, so I managed to exile Lathiel and Archdruid with Eaten Alives and use the Banshee, the Tragic Slip Banshee, to kill Dwynen. And it took a while, but we eventually ground them out with all of my card advantage. The 3 for the Morbid, draw a card and lose a life was huge game during all of that. And then the last round opponent had a base blue deck with a lot of looting in it, and I cast an early Tiny Bones. So they went like turn 1, the 1/1 flyer, the Ghost Pirate that draws them cards for 4 mana, into turn 2, 1/2 Looting Owl with Vigilance. And I wound up stealing like 4 lands and a removal spell from them with Tiny Bones because of that. And we took a lot of damage in the air early, and then we stabilized, and then we won. So they were actually kind of cool games, so I'm a little sad, but usually when I have to split the VOD, it doesn't go so well. So we're just going to claim the prizes from that. For, like, views on YouTube and whatnot. So I'm like, okay, we played a lot of cool games, and I thought there was only going to be one more, so I didn't bother streaming it. I did it, like, a couple hours ago, too, before I had lunch and everything. So we're going to jump into another one. We have almost 30k gold. Alright, so we'll spend the 10k then. Check the shop later. But yeah, that was a really fun deck to start off the format with. But yeah, usually I don't do well, like the VODs do not do well on YouTube when I have to split them up, and I don't have the software to stitch 2 VODs together as a single video. If I could do that, I would have done that, but that's not anything. Like, I am using the free stuff that comes with things like, you know, YouTube's editing and whatnot. So I am like even worse than Bargain Basement products. Alright, so we have Erebo, or however you pronounce its name. This was the white-green Eminence cat originally from the one Commander set, where it was the same one that all the other Eminence ones came from, so the Ur-Dragon and original Edgar Markov. And this was the white-green Commander. This is his newest incarnation, and he still cares about cats. And I think we're gonna take him. Like, a 3-mana 2/2 that makes a 1/1, and then buffs that 1/1 into a 2/2 automatically is already pretty strong stat-wise, and there are plenty of cats in the set. I don't think there's anything else. Nope, okay. I'm gonna take him. Well, if we're starting with Erebo, I'm inclined to take Prideful Parent here. Frenzy Goblin, very strong. It's very hard to block when this guy is out. Like, sometimes you can get into a position where you're going to take a bad hit and then get rid of him. But usually you're just in a bad spot when this thing is out. Like, you can't attack very well, your blocks are all bad, or significantly worse than they should be. Just all in on cats right from the get-go. Ollie is okay. Gorehorn. I'm wondering if we could wheel the Savannah Lions. There's a part of me that wants to take it ahead of time, so that way we can curve Erebos into it and attack with a 3-2. But then there's the part of me that's like, this is a 3-3 and a 2-2 and another 2-2 if Erebos is in play, so... I think I just want more prideful parents for right now. Well, there are actual no white cards here. Genesis Wave is only okay if we're grinding really hard. I'm very tempted to just grab Eaten Alive here. Self-Reflection, better when you can mill it and flash it back for 4 mana than hard casting it on 6. Yeah, I think I'll just take the Eaten Alive and see where we go from here. Dazzling Angel. I kind of want to cut off white, but I'm also worried that white's being cut off, and therefore... Oh, never mind. Ooh, Good Fortune Unicorn. Very strong if it does not die. All of your other things enter with 1/1 counters on it, versus Helpful Hunter, when I already have Erebos. I think I actually take the Hunter here. Like, a 2-mana 1/1 that draws me a card is already good. And the fact that it might be a 2-mana 2/2 that makes another 2/2 and draws me a card some amount of the time. Alright, well, Pilfer's not the card I want. There are a lot of good red cards in this pack. Well, okay, yeah, no, there are two very good red cards and 2 playable red cards. There are also some decent green cards, so... And Pilfer's not really anything, so... Maybe the Goblin. Maybe the Treetop. Could legitimately be the Jungle Hollow. Like, black and green are a little bit open, but yeah. Frenzied Goblin that late, I think I'm gonna take that. Alright. This is not the wheel. We have the Double Strike Trick. Felling Blow. Yeah, I'm not sure what my secondary color is. I'm not a huge fan of Twin Blade Strike. You need to find, like, exactly the right spot to stick that. Alright, now we're on the wheel. We have Goldvein Pick. Make your move. We did not wheel the claws out, or I think there was another cat in this pack. I don't think it was Helpful Hunter, though, but it might have been, so that would explain why it's not here. I think I take the Make Your Move over the Goldvein Pick. I think. Yeah, we did wheel the other Frenzied Goblin, so that's interesting. I genuinely don't know if we're going to pair red or green with this. Yeah. This one's alright. This one would be a lot better if I thought we were going to be heavy green, so I'm just going to take the Juggernaut. Alright, now we'll take that. I'll take Garruk's Uprising just in case, but I think so. Alright, what have we got? Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you may reveal cards from the top of your library till you reveal a creature card, put that card in your hand, and the rest on the bottom in a random order. Double Strike Trick. Have the 1/1 Double Strike Vigilance Trample. There's also a Lalamore Elves, which is super tempting. Not gonna lie, even though a lot of my stuff is cheap. But I think the spider is, like, just... I'm not even 100% sure it's that much better than Lalamore Elves. I do think it's better than Lalamore Elves. And if I were to take the 1/1 double strike, we don't have any ways to pump it right now. Yeah, okay, I'll take the spider. Sorry, goblins. Alright, Vanishing Light over Reclamation Sage, Ambush Wolf, Bite Down. Another Genesis Wave. There was Heroic Reinforcements. That would have been really good if I stuck with the red-white. Two Zombifies in this pack. We'll just take the Regrower, I think. Just make me regret all my life decisions, why don't you? Alright, we will take the Sunblessed Healer. Could use more helpful hunters, though. This now over the Beastkin Ranger, I think. I kind of need some twos. Preferably helpful hunters, but I would take Heir Apparents or what's her name? Dwynen's Elites. There's Dwynen herself. Yeah, Gleaming Barricade is not the two I need. Oh, there's Heir Apparent, but there's also Allow More Elves, and I'm just gonna revel in the fact that people aren't taking these. Like, I'm getting them, like, what was that, 7th pick, 8th pick? I cannot see the glare coming in through the window. It looks like it's pick 7. Makes the very top of my screen a little bit harder to read. Like, I have the second Dwynen and a second Heir Apparent and a Dwynen's Elite. I think I take the Savannah Lions now, though. Like, all of those will be fine. Also, there's a Rise of Dark Realms. Not that that's anything that we can take, but that's kind of interesting. We wield the other Lalamore Elves. Okay. Alright, I'm down. I'm 1,000,000% down for this. Kind of just want the Reclamation Sage, I think. There are enough artifacts and enchantments where I don't mind having the option of killing one of them. I am not thrilled with Genesis Wave. You need to cast this for like 4 or 5, like X being 4 or 5, which makes it a 7 to 8 drop triple green, and I am not down for that. I'm a little light on 2s. I want the land, but I think I need another 2 drop just in case. Yeah, I'll take that. Got that guy. Oh, for a minute there I thought that was white-green, and I'm like, what is the white-green card there? And it's like, no, it's Elenda. Don't really have fixing for Elenda. Don't have a ton of large things for Uprising either. So I guess it's Wary Thespian then. Get me another 2-drop in the deck. Yeah, passing a whole bunch of way more powerful cards. 3 Lalamore Elves. What's my top end look like? A 5-drop. 4s, including a Dwynen. We did wheel the Lalamore Elves before. I'm wondering if I take the Good Fortune Unicorn and try and wheel it. Maybe? Like, this pod does not seem thrilled by Lalamore Elves, so maybe we can get it back on the wheel. Did just take the Unicorn, and that's hilarious with Inspiring Paladin. Is Ravenous Amulet. Versus the 4-2 Flash. Don't have a ton of 1-1 counters is the thing, though, so... Huh, there's Laphael. And another Lalamore Elves. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about that my opponent had when they had, like, all of the elves. I don't think this wheels, and I don't know that I would want it if it did. I think I'd be better off with actual Overrun, but... I'm down to take another Lalamore Elves. I have so many elves, I don't think we need Grow from Ashes. Have any life gain synergies for an half off color land, so second, make your move. Though I don't think we need that compared to the other things we have. Alright, another Savannah Lions, Snakeskin Veil, Healer's Hawk. I didn't get the other Heir Apparents. I don't think we take this one. Just take the Snakeskin Veil so that we can protect the other things. This is not the wheel, right? This is pick 7. Alright, I'm down. Just have a playset of Lalamore Elves. Yeah, I should probably take this, considering I'm going to have... A lot of my lands are going to actually be creatures at this point. Maybe. I already have an Uprising that I'm not planning on running. How many 4 power creatures do we have? This reasonable thing? I don't think it actually is. We have so many Lalamore Elves that I think I just want a like medium-sized flyer instead. Right thing is my 3-drop slot is stacked, so the Lalamore Elves are ramping me into all kinds of fun stuff. Alright. Probably going to be a 16 land deck, just because. I won't go too low on lands, because I need to actually hit a land for my Lalamore Elves to work, but... I do think we can do that. So my 3-drop slot is just overburdened right now. And all of them are decent too. Light, Bushwhack. Who's that? Yeah, we have so many 3s. Alright, the Unicorn is the only thing that really works with him. So he's a 3-mana 3/3, and that's fine, but not super essential. Yeah, Ambush Wolf is probably worse than some of the other ones. Like, part of me wants to lose the Dazzling Angel, even though it's a flyer, just because it has worse synergies with the rest of the deck. Like, I don't have any life gain payoffs or anything. I think it's the least important. 4 Lalamore Elves is a bit silly. I'm really sad now that we didn't take the other Dwynen. If I had known I was going to have this many elves, would have grabbed her. Four more cuts still. Guard Seraph is okay. It's a 4-mana 3/3 flyer. It's a phantom monster in this deck, but we can ramp into it, so... Only 3 Lalamore Elves. Possibly, but that still feels really bad to cut any of them. Turn 1 Lalamore Elf is going to be so powerful just because of all the things, just because of all the 3s that we have. Turn 1 Lalamore Elves is going to be huge, so... Am I going to cut? Maybe the Bushwhack? It is a fight, not a bite, and a lot of our creatures, like even our high power creatures, a lot of them are lower toughness than power. Bushwhack's a little weak, and getting a land... If we need to get a land, something has gone horribly wrong. So we lose the Bushwhack. Yeah, I appreciate how most of my 2-drops have other things going on, where if I play them, you know, if I play this on turn 1 and play a 3-drop, if I play one of these on turn 2, there might be something else I can do with the extra mana. So... Three more cuts. Genuinely have no idea what they're supposed to be. I really like my creature curve. Don't want to cut, like, any of the spells, so it has to be from the creatures. Alright, Juggernaut. I do like Juggernaut. I think it's fine in this format from what I've seen so far, but it just keeps coming down to, it's like, I'm not going to cut a Juggernaut with less power that buys me back a dead permanent, or something that is buffing my entire team. So it's like, do I lose the 5/3 on the ground that has to attack, or the 3/3 flyer whose other ability doesn't matter in this card pool? And it's like, you could make an argument for either one of them, but I think I would start with the Seraph and then swap to Juggernaut if we were playing a best-of-3 match, depending on what the opponent had. I don't want to lose the Giant. It's making elves for Dwynen, and it's also a, like, top-end card to ramp into. So... I don't know, maybe we can lose the Wary Thespian because of the 4 Lalamore Elves. Like, we can make the jump from 2 mana to 3 mana to the point where we don't necessarily need 2-drops that badly, and it is the worst of the group. And the question is, with 4 Lalamore Elves, do I go down another land? I think that's actually possible. With 4 Lalamore Elves, as long as we can cast them... I think it's a little risky, but with the hand smoother and best of one, we can try it. Alright, 15 land, 4 Lalamore Elves. I have a feeling that a week from now, I won't be able to find a Lalamore Elves no matter how hard I try. Or green will have been declared the worst color, and I'll be able to get them all the time. One or the other. And we don't have a single one. Okay, it's fine. We have 2-drop into 3-drop. Into other 3-drop. And we actually have most of the mana that we're going to need anyway. There is a tiny part of me that wants to kill their Lalamore Elves when they tap it for mana next turn. But... Yep. Swamp. Let's jam for 2. Don't want to take that trade. Lay out the Unicorn. That way all my other things will be bigger. Yeah, I'm gonna lose the land. Only have one spell I can't cast if I do that. First things first. Attack with the Gnarlid, see if they want to trade it off. Because I do have the Unicorn, they might legit want to trade it off. Okay. A 4/4 Trampler. Yep. Oh, this is going to go poorly for me, isn't it? I was gonna say, I don't think they're blocking with their Hydra here. I do believe I'm going to get to rebuke their Hydra this turn, because it's going to be a 6/6, so, because of the Horn Beetle. I think they're going to be inclined to attack me here with it. And then we just hope they don't have... Okay. The Snakeskin Veil. So play this out. And for another 5, see if we get to trade with the Beetle or not. The Giant Growth? Okay. Alright, that's fine. Or more accurately, I don't think that was getting much better for us, so... then forcing them to use their trick there. A Cobb Waltz back the Hydra. I can't cast it on 4 yet, right? Yeah. Okay, and the Hydra doesn't have reach, so we'll just play out our Dwynen. Make our other creatures better. And hope to 3-turn air clock them here. Or they could just have Overrun, I guess. Seems pretty good here. Yep. I feel like I just take it because none of their guys are going to have trample next turn, and I'm going to have plenty of blockers. If I just take it, and I attack with everything, do they die? Go to 3. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, we just take... Because they have a black mana available, and that's not going to add 3 damage. So... Yep, that's fine. Hey! Nice and easy. Alright, on to game 2. Well, we have Savannah Lions and no Lalamore Elves. Alright, I'm going to keep this because we're going to start off aggressive and I'm going to hope that we get there, but the 15 lands might actually hurt me this time if I start missing land drops here. Oh, I'm going to attack because that thing draws some cards later, so... There was a chance they traded it off there because it's going to be turn 4 when it does that. Okay. They're having the opposite problem. Yep. 15 land. Is in fact a thing that I've chosen to do to myself. Okay. Alright. Everything's fine. There's a tiny bit of temptation to punch out their Librarian before they could get to 4 mana and Activator, but... because now they get to draw a card off of it. That's okay. Let's punch out their Librarian now, hit them for 6. Yeah, the question is it better for the tempo that they lost their only creature and they have to spend time redeploying one? Or is it better to not have let them draw on the card? Oh, now I can just play out the Spider and attack with both, because if they trade for the Gnarlid Colony, I get a replacement creature. That puts more power on the board. So we went through a land and a make your move. Unfortunately, Auto Tapper seems to have inadvertently gotten us, so I didn't leave up the forest. If I had been thinking about it, I would have, because we already played our Savannah Lions, but it's like, no, your cheaper spells are white, so we're going to leave up the plains here. Alright. Do a 5/4. Let's go ahead and it's got Ward 2. Yeah. I did almost forget it had Ward. Not gonna lie. As I'm playing the card, I'm like, it's got Ward 2, right? Oh, they have to chump now. Go to 1. Would have been better if I got rid of the Unicorn and played the Lalmore Elves. This would have had 5 power at that point. Well, either they gain 2 life and die. Or they make a 6/6 and die. Either way. There's a gain 4 life. Gain 4 life off of that thing, right? And we've had a 4/4. Yeah, either way. Either way, they were losing, so... I think I said gain 2 life, and that's not what the elephant does. You're funny, Arena. Hilarious, even. Okay. Nah, I think I want to keep the Reclaimer or Regrower. I think I wait a turn. I think I play the Erebos first and then the Helpful Hunter. It's possible the Erebos gets countered or killed by a removal spell, but you are late. It's still fine. I'm still going to cast Lalmore Elves next turn along with the Hunter, most likely, so... Alright, they have double black, so they have a way to kill Erebos. They're probably going to do it. Ooh, and he's exiled too. That's disappointing. Alright, well, let's draw land. Close enough. Alright. Alright, so... Blue has, like, infinity plus 12 flash creatures in it, so... Yeah, I think we just attack with this one, see if they do anything. Run out this. Alright, no counterspell, no flash creature to eat my 1/1. Yeah, I would have rather had them eat this 1/1, because then I could regrow it and draw another card off of it. Since I missed a land drop, they're going to kill my mana source. Makes sense. Alright, they didn't have anything last time that they wanted to flash in, and I was going to say, if they have something, they're probably going to use it on my flyer. There's a different trick to stop it? Okay. Another Lalmore Elves. I don't know if they're going to present many more targets for the Reclamation Sage. I was kind of hoping I'd get to eat their land randomly. But if they kill the 4/4 flyer this turn, I want to be able to regrow it. Alright, we'll just run out the 2/1 then. This is going to be rough if they have exactly the sack 13 creatures card. Well, good news for me. This is a sorcery. So we're going to punch out Elenda here. And attack them with everything. And if I have just attacked them with Lalmore Elves that other turn. Ah, well. It's fine, we got there, and we didn't leave ourselves too vulnerable to things. The kill 13 creatures, though, definitely would have wrecked us there. Alright, so far the format has been very kind to me. But I've also been drafting a lot of Lalamore Elves, so... No, I will never pronounce their name correctly. For those of you that are being driven absolutely insane by my pronunciation. Mispronouncing them since 1994, I'm not going to start now. I think this is going to be a very... This is going to be a very good draw. I don't know if this is going to be a very good hand or not. Oh, No, let's make them spend their whole turn killing my 2/2. Effectively. Like, now they basically have to use their Heartfire on it. Or they're going to have a very bad time. Yep, attack me for 2 first, because I'm not blocking your prowess dude with my 2/2 amazing creature. And then sacrifice your guy, kill my guy. Ah, they did not. Alright, so I get 1 turn with this thing now. It's 5 mana, so... This one first. Yeah, I'm okay with this. I don't mind if they use a trick to save it. Yep. Pick this. 5/5. Attack for 2. Okay, that is pretty bad for me, but I still wasn't blocking their creatures, so... Yep. It's me in half. Alright, I think we play this one first. Endfall. The 2/2. Yeah, I'm really not blocking with this thing, so keep attacking. See if they have anything else to get rid of my guys. If they do, I'm going to be in a lot of trouble at that point, because I have to chump if they can get rid of the 6/4. So, another Banishing Light. Make your move. any of the burn spells, like the deal like 5 to a creature and destroying equipment on it. But if they have nothing, then I'm in great shape. Alright, so first things first, landfall. Pick another dude. Two, three, four, and 1, 2, 3. Let's jam with this, because this is the problem for them right now. I might be tempted to either double block it or block and play a trick. No? Okay. In that case... back my guy. And pass the turn, because Day of Judgment is in the set, and I'm pretty sure I've got this now, so I think playing out another creature beforehand would be a bit much. The downside is I'm not going to be able to play whatever I get back with it the same turn, since I will be down an extra mana. Ah, that's a 2/2 flyer. That's neat. Alright, so they're at 10. If they go 2, 3, 4, 5, so 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 6, 7. Yeah, I don't think they're living through this, so... Although I should have played the land first just to get the extra 1/1 out of it. But the trample should be enough here. I don't think there's a 1-mana trick that's going to kill the giant, so... Although there is a 1-mana trick that would gain them 3 more life, so... that might be an issue. And they might have it, because it topped them out of red, even though they have Immolator. Yeah. So maybe I need to consider that a little more. Because if they kill the... if they used it to kill the Gnarlid colony, that actually would have been terrible for me. Because then all of my things lose trample, and then they would have been able to block the giant. Okay. Well, it was not specifically Joust Through, so... But yeah, I should have given that a little more consideration from how they tapped. I was thinking they couldn't use the Immolator that turn, so they wouldn't be able to kill one of the other creatures after blocking. But they needed to get rid of the Gnarlid colony if they could. They didn't. Alright, 4-0. Definitely should have played the land first, just in case, and definitely... oh man, it's Mike the Mike. I know I've played against this person before. Ah, cool, we have Alalmor Elves in our opening hand. Hooray, now we can turn 2 Banishing Light their thing, and I'm sure it'll be fine. There can't be a single card that they will play after turn 2 that would be better. Alright. We're just gonna hit them for 1 and play out the Gnarlid colony as a 2/2, I think. Yeah, Alalmor Elves underperforming here, but... that's mostly because I did not draw anything worth ramping into. Yeah, I think this is fine. Nothing destroys our Banishing Light, so we want them to have to use things to save it here.
Yep, just a little bit short no matter how I do it. Alright, so I think I hit them for 1 and kill their pickaxe to take them off the buff and the mana that they can make, and gives me a creature that can theoretically trade with their 4-2 again. Or they can just have another one. The problem with this is that now they have the mana up, so now I have to use Luminous Rebuke to kill it, because if I try and Banishing Light, they can kill the Banishing Light in response. That's a little annoying. I have to do it now. Their creature is still tapped. And then we're mana short of being able to cast the Angel. Oh well. We're still fine. We could be better. I don't know, maybe they'll randomly not have anything good and they'll try and burn down my Sage or something. Oh, that's annoying, because I have to Banishing Light the 3-1 that they're getting back. None of them at all. Alright, let's do that then. They are short on mana so far, so if they just go to equip their thing... Alright, Healer's Hawk is not that much of a problem when I have the flyer. A way to protect it. Yeah, okay. Just get the flyer down. No, thank you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Finally, the Lalamore Elf is doing stuff for me. Yeah, I want to kill this, because I don't need them getting the treasure. They're a little stuck on lands. And this way, it's a 3-turn air clock, or they have to start attacking with their guy on the ground. We want to play this out so that way I can block the 3-1. If they have the Wrath and they've just been missing the land, then good beats, I guess. I was going to say, that's barely even a thing here. Like, I get to trade my 2-1 off and get a new creature. And you gain 4 life. I would love to take action, thank you. Oh, I hit mine now. So... did we lose any of my 2-drops yet? We have Gnarlid Colony. Okay. One, two, three. Yeah, we can afford to attack with this and just get a replacement creature if they block. They did not. Okay. Hey! Slowly and methodically making our way through Platinum. Oh man, first we had to fight Mike, the Mike. Now we have Wump. And we are not keeping this hand at all. Wow. Well, we had to lose eventually to Variance, right? Because we weren't losing to anything else, so... Alright. this is fine. We're gonna go Lalanwar Elves into Lalanwar Elves into Dwynen, and everything's gonna be just fine. And they're not gonna kill Dwynen, and everything's gonna be sunshine and unicorns. Oh. Okay. Yeah, I should have attacked for 1 first, I guess. Well, that's a 2-3, so that's a minor problem. Because that blocks all of my stuff. And we're a mana short of casting out my Spinner of Souls to attack into their 2-3 and just be like, yeah, sure, this is fine. Now they killed Dwynen and everything's awful. I guess not everything is awful, but we're going to snare Spinner into a whole bunch of creatures I can't cast as my Lalanwar Elves slowly die. Yep. Alright, cast this out. Swing 3. Take 2, and I got a replacement creature. Because I have 6 green mana right now. So... Ah, they just took 3. Also good for me. Now, where is my 4-3 that buys back a dead creature? And my planes. One of those 2 things would be awesome right now. Ooh, I'm pretty sure that thing's a huge-ass problem. Whenever this creature attacks, you may sacrifice another creature. When you do, put a 1/1 counter on this creature, and whenever another non-token creature dies, draw a card. And I don't have white mana. Okay, so we're just gonna chill then for a little bit. I mean, we mulligan to 5, so if we lose this game, that's kind of whatever. Can't really be helped. Also, this was not a terrible mulligan to 5, let's be honest. It's not like I put a plains on the bottom or something. Like, I just have a bunch of white spells I couldn't cast down there. Would have been nice if my opening hand had have been, if I could have kept that 3rd hand as my 7, and then had 2 other white spells where it's just like, just give me a plains and I win this game. Because then I would have all of these to work with instead of only the 1, but... Oh good, they have the perfect creature to sacrifice to their guy now. But they don't want to trade with my spider, so... Good job, spider. They only draw the card, right? Let's see, they get the counter for sacrificing as part of the trigger. Well, they have something now, because they're willing to put their guy at risk and put the other 2 on me, so... So I suppose I go to eat one of them and try and find the make your move for the demon, or whatever it is. Vampire Noble? Okay. One of those. So I get to draw another card, or is he once per turn? Nope. I get to draw 2 other cards, because it's not 1 or more creatures dies. Yeah, this game feels like a loss. Sure. Okay, I'm mulligan to 5, and I never found my other color, so you can have this one. And you've drawn 5 extra cards. I'm pretty sure any one of those things would have killed me, regardless of if the other 2 happened, so... Like, if I'm mulligan to 5, and they didn't have that particular creature, and they just had, like, other good creatures and could attack with them, then I would have lost. If I had had a 7-land hand, but they drew 5 extra cards, I probably would have lost. And if I had have kept a 7-land hand and never drawn white, then we would have been in the same position we were in that game. So yeah, I'm pretty sure anyway, any one of those would have killed me. So all 3 of them happening at the same time feels a little unnecessary. Although maybe since we got hit with all 3 of them at once, we don't get like one in each of the next 3 games and we actually get to win. No Land War Elves. I have 4 of them and there's none in my opening hand, and that makes me sad. That's okay. I will offer the trade. Okay. Yeah, let's just run out this one. We could have run out the 3/3 Trampler instead and saved the spider for next turn, but I think I want to get the spider down first. And now the spider's wandered off. Yeah. More importantly, the spider has wandered off forever instead of... It's fine, though. Protect him, and then we can play the Pride and get back another creature. That's not really doing much. Alright, let's pre-combat buff my guy. That seems like the thing to do here. And I don't want to attack with the colony, because then they'll just put the 2/3 on it. I want to be able to trade off the colony, but... I don't want to trade the Snakeskin Veil for their 2/3, so... They're going to play a big dude, and I'm going to have to make a move against it, so... Or not. Okay. Yeah, alright. Keep passing then. Angel Finality. Power 4 greater, so we don't just get to kill that. Oh no, my graveyard. My precious, precious graveyard. Alright, that seems fine. So, let's see if they have Snakeskin Veil. They do. Okay. That's fine. My guy still gets a counter, because he's still a valid target for it. I do think we still jam, because either they'll block with their 4/5, and then I'll get to kill it, or they'll block with the other 2, and then I get to eat both of them. Now I can always use Make Your Move to kill the 4/5. If they have another Snakeskin Veil, that's going to get a little bit rough, but... yes, the Mighty Lalamore Elves. Does gain them a life, though, so... That's probably more relevant than the other thing. Yeah, I think not. Unless you can do it again. Okay. That's fine. We traded our big guy for their removal spell and our trick for their removal spell. So now we just get to kill their giant flyer here. That shuts off all their other things for a little bit. Ah, well, that's going to be a huge problem. Yeah, now I just need a land to kill that thing. Oh, this is an easy double block. Do they actually have... Okay. I was going to say, wait a minute, do they actually have another thing? Because that's going to be a problem. Alright, so we play out the land. I think we kill the 4/4 flyer first, because it's just going to keep growing, right? And it can draw them cards, so yeah. Just get rid of that first, and we put the 2-drop in our graveyard so we can buy that back. We hit a land, we can play him instead and play our land. Right? Deal. One of your creatures. Alright, so... Cast that with kicker. Pull that back. Out the 1/1. Pass the turn. Terrific. Now if they have another land, they're going to have a 4/4 on the ground. Yeah, trade for Sad Robot. The 5/3. I land. Yep. Oh! Oh, Jesus. That's 16? That is insane. That is 16 points of damage. Coming at me right now. Is there any way I can win this game now? It does make them lose the stag to do this if they want to put me to 1 here. That's 5, 6, 7. I already used up my other thing. Yeah, I don't think I can win now, but... Yeah, it doesn't do it. Shoot. Oh, well. Almost. Almost. Alright, 5-2. One more game. Alright, so we lost to the extreme variance, and we lost to the just better draw. But we got 5 wins before we even got the first loss, so... we'll take that every single time. Oh man, they don't want to drop little lore bits about the various characters in Foundation, so we're just going to keep reading about Valgavoth forever now, till it's race car season. Hey, come on, there we go. I was going to say, give me an opponent. Be something to do. Crane of Thought. So are they a bird type crane, or are they a, like, lifting machine type crane? Like, are they a bird here to help thoughts flow, or are they some kind of mechanism to get the thoughts from the deepest part of your brain? Oh, it's been a while, but we finally have the on-the-play Lalamore Elf into I'm gonna do silly things now. And attack you for 2. Just trading with, like, the 3-1 if they had it. Okay. That's neat. So, anyway, here's this guy. A trade with my unicorn if you would like. I'll take a replacement creature for it. Or we can just have it, you know. We can just have that game. See, that's what I envisioned when I drafted for Alan War Elves, is doing that a whole lot more. Glad it finally happened. I think it happened once earlier, but we have a bunch of games where it's like we do not have a turn 1 Alan War Elves into turn 2, 3 drop. That just runs away with the game. Everything except the opponent going first is great. So, final boss time. I think we could ask for much more other than being on the play. Let's hope they don't have a cheap, efficient removal spell for my Lalamore Elves. Be great. Yeah, White... I was gonna say White's not known for that, and immediately Swords to Plowshares, Path to Exile, and like a dozen other cards popped into my head, and it's like, okay, technically they're known for that, but not in more recent sets, so... Alright. I would really like a land off the top so I can go Savannah Lions and Beastkin Ranger in the same turn here. You are correct. I do not wish to block your 3-1. Alright, well, it's fine. I'll just have to play out a 4-4 then. And we still have the option to do that next turn if we draw an untapped land, so... Well, that's not problematic at all, is it? Alright, so we block this, because if it's Giant Growth, it's still a trade. Yep. Get a Surveil, and that's fine. Ah, there's my land. Perfect. Alright, so... Yeah, that's rough. Oh, they didn't want to attack, though. Okay. Yeah, I need to find a land here. There we go. Alright, so play that out. Graveyard is currently just that idiot. Alright, I'm assuming... Oh, I was gonna say, I'm assuming this is a thing that actually saves their guy here, but I guess not. Yeah, I'm gonna hold on to these things. Oh, they have a unicorn. Well, that's neat. So, anyway, this guy. And landfall. Alright, they have a 5-4. It's fair. Yeah, we're kind of brick-walled at the moment. Nothing suspicious about this at all. Okay. We are mana short of her this turn, though, so just have to pass for right now. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's going to be a huge problem in a second. Kind of need my removal spells now, like, real bad. Well, in the meantime... Alright. Jam with that one. This one is your end step. Okay, so we attack them for 8. Do they want to trade off for? Okay. Yep. Alright, cast Winan. I still have a 4-3 that I can jam with. That's kind of it on this board. Nobody else is doing anything, so... I can attack with the 6-4, but that just seems bad. Alright, holding the Reclamation Sage, because they're eventually going to draw, like, one of White's removal spells, and if it's Banishing Light, I won't be able to kill it and get my guy back. Alright, let's see if they drew anything that makes this a bad attack yet. They didn't crack their fetch, they didn't play a land, okay. We're almost at the point where I can just attack all now. Actually, I should have done the math real quick, because I might have needed to play Reclamation Sage here and attack with everything. Okay. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. And everything's at least 2 power. Although if they kill Dwynen, that's a little awkward. Okay. Did I miss lethal last turn then? Did I actually have it if I attacked with everything? I think I might have given them an extra turn there. Oh well, the important thing is we made it to 7 wins again. So, that's 2 drafts now and 2 7 winners. Alright, I don't think I have time for another one before work. Check the daily deals, though. We have all of these Duskmourn packs to open. Because I haven't opened any of them for the entire time I was drafting the set, so... Now that we've done with Duskmourn, let's see how many, like... If I get to the point where I'm getting gems or not. 5, Algavoth. Pack openings are fun, right?
We got the Mirror Room, Slasher, a rare wild card, other cool stuff. Ooh, 2 mythic wild cards. And the ley line. Is this really my first? I don't think that's my first. Arena does that a lot, where it's like, oh, this is your first one of these things. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure I had that. But I could see it actually being the first one, because the white-green one I don't remember taking very often, if at all. Like, I know there were times where I grabbed the black-blue, or yeah, black-red and blue-black ones a bunch. Forget if I've ever taken the white-blue one. I know I've had the green-red one at least once. Oh, we got a collected company. That's nice. Got an Oculus if I want to build that deck. Love the Jolly Balloon Man, but mostly for limited. Other wild card, plus the ones that we're getting from this thing. Alright, going. I mean, Screaming Nemesis is cool, but I don't think that's... depends. Now that red's not, what it was before, now that it's lost its thing in Best of One, its ley line. Maddening Hex. That probably is my first Hauntwood Shrieker. That's one of those cards I keep half forgetting exists until I see it again, because I never get it. Roller Crusher Ride and the Meat Hook Massacre. And another Mythic Wild card. Alright. Are we almost there? Do I start getting gems for rares yet? Probably not. I don't think I have that many. But we might get to the part where we're getting like 2 or 3 of the same rare to finish off sets of it at this point. Yeah, there's duplicate protection in that you don't open rares you already have 4 of until you've opened every single rare in the set 4 times, and then you start getting gems for them. If you draft them, though, you get the gems immediately if you already had 4 of them, and you draft your 5th copy of a rare, or you get 40 gems if it's your 5th copy of a mythic. Okay. And 6 packs after this, and that will be all of my stuff. I am almost positive I've had Tyvar before. I don't know if I've drafted him, though, I think I've drafted him, but I don't think I drafted him when I actually had green. I think I took him and wound up not being green, so it's not my first Tyvar. Alright. So, that's all of my packs. Do we want to... Do I have time to do another one? I don't know that I do. Yeah, we could probably do one more. I think we can squeeze one more in before work. Going in a little bit later. Yesterday was bad. We had like a meeting or something. Alright, fine. I've talked myself into it, so if you're watching this live, give me a minute. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Good rest of your day.